Bin told him it was a misunderstanding and asked him to let go so he could explain. Minsu's father released his grip and waited for an explanation. Bin told him he was just a good friend to Minsu and nothing more. Relieved, Minsu's father asked what was going on with her, mentioning that they had noticed she wasn't herself, locked herself in her room, and cried. Bin explained that she was heartbroken because she had been seeing someone, and things didn't go as planned. He assured him it was just heartbreak and that she would be okay in a few days. Minsu's father was furious and demanded the name and address of the person who had broken his daughter's heart. Bin, protecting his friend, claimed he didn't know. Minsu's father explained that he had been worried ever since she left for university and feared something like this would happen. He added that he would never forgive anyone who hurt her. Bin reassured him that she just needed time to heal and move on, as heartbreak was part of life. Minsu's father apologized for thinking Bin was responsible and offered him another round of beer on the house before walking away. That night, Bin checked into a hotel. As he brushed his teeth, he thought about how much he cared for Minsu. He laughed, realizing how much he had changed. If it were the old him, he wouldn't have cared. He would have simply dropped her off and gone back to his business. The next morning, Sunjin sat in his office, looking at Minsu's engagement ring. He was wearing the bracelet she had bought for him. Kim walked in, excitedly asking if the ring was for her. Sunjin, putting the ring in his pocket, told her to stop showing up unannounced. Kim insisted that since they were basically married, she had every right to visit him. Sunjin walked over to her and told her to stop following him around. As he was about to leave, Kim asked about her ring. Sunjin turned around and told her she would never get a ring from him before walking out, leaving Kim furious. Later that day, Kim went to a jewelry store and bought herself an engagement ring. Sitting in her car, she placed it on her finger and posted a picture on social media, thanking Sunjin for the most precious ring and saying she couldn't wait to be his wife. She smiled and drove off. As Minsu lay in bed with tears in her eyes, her mom walked in, urging her to eat something and not spend the whole day in bed. Minsu didn't respond. Her mom told her someone was outside looking for her before walking out. Minsu walked outside and saw Bin standing there. Surprised, she asked why he was still there, thinking he had gone back. Bin smiled and said he wanted to explore her town with her. Although reluctant, Minsu eventually agreed. Later that evening, after showing Bin around, they sat in the park eating corn dogs. Bin was happy to see her in a better mood. However, when Minsu looked at her phone, her mood immediately changed. She had come across Kim's engagement post. Noticing this, Bin took her phone and told her to stay off social media for a while. Minsu, almost in tears, told him it wasn't easy. She missed Sunjin every day and always wondered how he was doing. Bin told her she wouldn't be able to move on if she kept consuming news about Sunjin and Kim. Minsu, crying, said she didn't want to forget him and that she still loved him. She walked away, leaving Bin standing there, angry at Sunjin. Immediately, he called him and accused him of being inconsiderate. Sunjin was confused and denied buying a ring for Kim. Bin hung up angrily and ran after Minsu.